Hey, sweet teas, I hope you're doing good. I was dead tired. Papa made me pretty much help him with his, he wanted some, like, identity security from AAA or something, I don't even know. But he needed me to just literally go there, tell them my, email, and that was it. Then we went to Best Buy, because he needed new phones. There's someone that used to live here, when they came to pick up their stuff, for whatever fucking reason took one of the phones. We have no clue why, but they did, so he replaced them finally. You know, while we were there, I was like, you know what? I'm gonna check to see what they have, if I could upgrade anything in my room. And they had a decently priced boom arm, so that is replaced. Very, very much like the one that broke, but it's not the same brand. I'm not going to ever buy from Fifine ever again. Well, I didn't buy it from them, but I'm not going to, and I don't recommend them for how they've treated me and how their product was. But I got a Samsung one. It was pretty cheap. It's very close to this one, but this one is buttery smooth gliding. It's sturdy, but it's not. It doesn't take 4 arms to move it. Although there's a weird thing with it. There's a little dangly bit on the bottom of it. A weird little dangly bit. It's like a metal piece. I don't know what it's for. It wasn't in the on the box or anything. It doesn't seem like it's broken off of from anything. It's just there. I don't know why it's there, but it's there. It literally looks like a weird little dangly bit. I don't know why it's here. It's funny. It's fun to play around with, so I gotta be careful. It's like a weird metal strip. But it's kind of got like a curved hook end to it, so it might be good for like cables. I don't know. But yeah. That's replaced. I don't have to lean awkwardly, and it feels really nice. I could just relax like normal. Oh crap. 1 second, chat. 1 second. Sorry about that. I like playing with dangly bits. God damn it. It's like the boom arm's uvula. That's what I'm gonna call it now. My Gura plush got here today. Very happy. Although I did actually have to pay duty. DHL wanted to like surprise attack me and flank me with duty fees. They were, I don't know, affordably expensive. They weren't too bad, but they weren't too good either. And I was like, you know, whatever. It's gonna arrive tomorrow. I am kind of mad that they did it like last minute though, but whatever. I have the plushie. This is something I wanted. I'm very happy. I didn't know you could remove the hoodie or the hood from her. It's really adorable. Really, really happy with this little thing. Precious. Like crying a little bit as I got it. And I'm getting, I was able to, whoa, why did my model just freak out? I was able to get the dino Gura, so that will get here soon too. And again, I am happy. I guess DHL is doing it instead of Hololive, because I saw the Hololive ones with their duty fees, and that was like actual AIDS. Tariffs on all of my weeb shit. Yeah, yeah. They didn't. I guess they did notify me. Like not HLJ. Hololive shop did notify me ahead of time that all of their stuff for carrying forward was gonna have it. Sometimes through DHL, but I'm happy it is through DHL and not through the actual website, because again, I seen the bullshit on that website. It's like $100+ for their actual like duty fees. What I read is like DHL's, they'll like pay it and then you just pay the difference or whatever. I forget how it works, but I have news, chat. I have news. Being a T-Rex, liking tea all the time, drinking nothing but my skin is the color of the Arizona tea can. I actually was able to get a tea affiliation, so that's fantastic. That is absolutely beautiful. That's a goal checked off very early, very early. Now I just have to find out about getting my own tea made. Probably not through them, but just getting it made in general. That's another goal. Anyways, I do have here we go. Look at this. There we go. www.thedragonstreasure.com. If you just type in /LuluTeala at the end, or go there with my code LuluTeala, you will get 10% off of your order. I will also pin the link in the chat right now. They also have coffees and soaps. They don't just have tea. It is all anime themed tea and whatnot. It's very cool, very nice. They made a good bid on their first years, so that's awesome. Let me just pin this real quick. There we go. But yeah, second year I never thought about... I did get one sponsor, but through a Capitalist Trade Guild. It's nice to have like this though. This is beautiful. I'm so grateful and so honored. I never thought they'd say yes. That was really cool. That's absolutely uplifting for me. Very neat. Very, very nice. A few of my goals I'd never expected to get checked off so early. But here we are. And that's great. Enough talk. Let's get straight into the game. We are getting close to the end. We are on Act 3, I think. I believe the game only has 3 acts, from what I remember. Let's get into it. Let's see. Hopefully, we see static. If we see static, we are good to go. Yeah, heck yeah. It means I could boot the game right up. Let's do that. There we go. This is such a comforting... I know I say this every time, but this is a very comforting little opening for me. I have a soft spot in my heart for the Genesis. Flavor tea, what I taste. You know, it would... one of my go-tos, like always my go-to is like a lemon ginseng green tea. That's the one I try to look for the most. It might be that. And again, it's kind of basic. It's really good. I get mine from Aldi. I love that place. I love how you could put a quarter in the little shopping cart. Well, they're not little, they're actually huge. I like putting the quarter in the shopping cart. Oh.
Just 3 hours away, the delegates from the participating countries are beginning to arrive at the conference center.
Oh, that sounds so good. Hey Symes, hope you're doing good. Also, I forgot to say hey to Hero Logic and Hey Nerd Bane.
Now that the Chief's death has been confirmed, it won't be long before they strip us of our Junker authorization.
They will be deciding how to handle Neo Kobe at the summit in just 3 hours.
There are rumors that they're going to use nukes on the city to make sure
Jesus Christ.
That's ridiculous. Come on, this is the 21st century.
That may not be as improbable as it seems. The world's leaders are extremely concerned about the Snatcher problem.
The Chief was going to calm this hysteria in his speech at the summit, but that'll never happen now.
Metals VA is always putting their best on for this game, aren't they?
Increased dramatically. Gillian's transfer here was really our last chance.
Our own chief was snatched. It's not too surprising they don't want to trust us anymore.
I've heard that the Army and FBI are going to take over operations now.
That's correct. That too will be officially decided in 3 hours' time.
Christ.
3 hours, eh? Is there any way we can find their hideout in that time?
If we don't, we and everybody else in this city are finished.
It's depressing.
As far as they're concerned, we're just like a cancerous tumor that
It's
has
just
to be cut out.
Gillian and Mika who's left.
Gillian, can you do it?
And Metal, of course.
If we only knew where it was, should be able to manage something.
Harry's dead. The chief was snatched.
Hospital won't do any good. We have to find their main nerve center.
Gibson's head was torn the frick off.
The memory of that snatcher who was impersonating the chief.
Just like the others, it was completely blanked. It's a form of self-destruct mechanism that they use.
Nice failsafe, though.
Wait
Congrats
a
on getting
minute.
affiliated.
What
Use
about
the link,
tracing
though.
that video phone call from Jamie?
He only drinks slop. Black tea with loads of sugar. Oh my god.
Didn't last long enough.
Understandable.
It definitely did come from within the city.
Damn. Where are they hiding?
Well, you know what they say.
Gillian,
You
can't
are what you
remember
eat, and
anything
you
at
are a
all?
sweet tea.
Didn't Jamie say something that implied you were somehow connected to the Snatchers?
Nothing. I can't remember a damn thing. Metal, I want you to tell me everything you know about me. Why was I sent to Junker headquarters? Where did I come from?
Gillian,
Metal, the chief's dead. Tell me everything you know about me.
Lord.
you see,
Metal!
Poor Metal.
with the chief gone, you are the highest ranking officer here.
Holy shit.
You knew all along?
Of course.
Where were we rescued from?
3 years ago, you and Jamie were taken into protective custody in the Siberian Neutral Zone by the 17th Siberian Investigative Force. More precisely, you were discovered in cryogenic sleep pods in an underground bunker near Moscow.
Cryogenic sleep pods? You mean they were frozen?
This is a photograph of the bunker. There is no record of when you were placed there. In addition,
Russians wasted
the
all his
third pod
Russians.
was empty at the time you were discovered.
There were 3 pods?
Can't wait for the Raid Connor Raid Shadow. No, never. Who the hell's Luca? You spelled my name wrong.
Extended sleep, both of you suffered from complete amnesia. However, another theory suggests your memories may have been intentionally erased. This is the only piece of evidence found at the site.
Oh my god. It is.
Harry's picture, from when he was a kid.
I thought I was crazy, but I was onto something.
That's correct. Harry is Gillian and Jamie's son.
What the hell?
It's been confirmed by DNA tests.
What the hell?
Harry?
I
Harry was my
I thought they
son?
looked similar and they had the
Using
same
information
eye color.
from the photo, it was established that you are Gillian's seed and your wife, Jamie Lorraine.
And Jamie had blonde hair,
You are
so I
American
pieced it together, but I
born in
didn't.
the
It
late
looked.
1960s.
The 1960s?
What the hell?
In addition,
God
both
damn
of
it,
you vanished
Kojima.
without a trace in 1989. There is no other information available about you after that.
What?
1989.
Yes,
What?
you come from a world that's been gone for 50 years.
What?
But what does that have to do with the Snatchers?
When the 17th Special Investigative
But they look
Force was
younger.
bringing the two
I
of
don't
you
get
out,
it.
There was an accident. Though the two of you were all right, most of the 17th was killed. One of
Good
them
lord.
was a snatcher. Of course, before their departure, they all underwent thorough examinations. So, if one of them was snatched,
It had to be somewhere in Siberia, right?
that's correct. And in order to attempt to determine the origin of the snatcher, as well as your true identities, you were assigned to Junker headquarters. The hope was that exposure to the snatchers would help you regain your memories.
Moscow. 50 years ago.
Almost everyone who was in Moscow at the time was killed in the catastrophe.
So Gillian and Jamie are the only living witnesses?
Are they Russian? I don't get it. What the hell's going on?
Harry was my son. Did he know?
No, it was highly classified information. He was never told.
That's depressing.
I was never able to do anything for him.
It's so depressing.
Wait a minute, Gillian. Didn't Jamie say something about taking a boy hostage?
That's right. They must know about Harry and are using him to threaten her.
We have to find their headquarters quickly.
We've only got 3 hours.
Gillian, let's think this all through again. We may get some kind of a hint out of it.
You're right. There may be some clue in the way they're operating.
All right, let's go over what we know about them.
First of all, Snatchers. What's the Snatchers' weak point? It is... I'm having... One second. I'm trying to put Gura's ear back into her... the other side of her hoodie, but it's having... There we go. It was annoying me. I saw the ear, like, popping out from the side of the hood. There we go. The sun, of course. Infrared rays, X-rays, sun's rays. What's the difference between ultraviolet ray? What's the difference between this and this? That's correct. Their weak point is their defective artificial skin. Long-term exposure to ultraviolet rays causes mutations in the melanocytes in the stratum base. Speak English. Of their skin, which become cancerous. Specifically, long ultraviolet rays in the 250 to 350 nanometer range is responsible for causing the cancer. That's right. And the reason they are so limited as to... And that's the reason they are so limited as to when they can be out. I cannot read. They only come out at night in the middle of winter and wear sunscreen even then. That's the method that Jean used to figure out what the Snatchers were up to. How ironic. It turns out that the destruction of the ozone layer actually had a benefit for us humans. Chat, we need to spray more aerosols to stop the stupid Terminator skinwalkers. That's right. Now, what method were they using to move and to be able to avoid ultraviolet rays and sunlight at the same time? Bring back hairspray. Let's go. Let's bring back Aquanet. You're in a game, so you couldn't say anything. Now you have to leave it so over. No. Thank you for being here. Global warming. Let's go. I have a feeling I didn't have literal Who armor. Some retard would clip me. Oh my god. Lulu wants global warming. I actually want the opposite. I want to block the sun out. Chat, let's blow the sun up. Black taxi. Underpass. This is the method the Snatchers were using. That's right, they were using the abandoned tunnels of the old tube liner system to get from place to place. Kojima, why are you giving me a trivia thing? I'm a dinosaur. I need to have a very warm climate. We're not, it's not like we're cold-blooded though, thank god. Although I kind of wish I was. I hate the sun so much. It is so hot. How they were able to move around without being noticed. Chat, the ants came back, but I chemically castrated them. They're dead. I sprayed them with Windex. I sprayed the baggie with Windex because I just had a trash bag and they were in there. And then they started spazzing out. It was funny. Nielsen's apartment, the old factory, Queen's Hospital, of all their hideouts, are connected by the tube liner. So maybe there is a weird tunnel. Maybe there is a tunnel under the main base as well. A good chance of that. We're probably gonna have to go back under there. Next, what phenomenon was always observed at the location where Snatchers appeared, including the I'm trying not to hiccup. Underground tunnels. I want to hiccup so bad just because I was about to hiccup right now, but I know it's sneeze. That's right. And what was the cause of the sneezing? Smoke. No, 9. You're correct. The sneezing was caused by the presence of the allergen Snow 9. Sneeze hiccup. No, that would be painful. Sneeze cupping. Snow 9 is an artificial form of pollen developed by the military, and its presence is limited to certain regions. They were using it to interfere with radio transmissions and to keep people away. They probably were producing it intentionally themselves. Only regions of the city where Snow 9 is still present are areas around the Ina River, or areas around the Inner River. It's been cleared out of other areas because of the danger it presents. I found their weakness. Without their heads, they're powerless. True and real. So that means their base must be somewhere near the Inner River, right? That's a fair conclusion. They're probably somewhere near the Inner River protected by the Snow 9. Accessible to the YouTube liner, and near the Inner River. We must not forget the 3 photographs that were found at the Snatchers we found the Snatchers with. All of them are related to the Soviet Union before the catastrophe. The map on the wall of Nielsen's apartment. Picture of the temple, the director's office at Queen's Hospital. And the photo of the red square hidden in the chief's office. If this game was made today, it wouldn't be the red square, it'd be Tiananmen Square. Sorry. Why do the Snatchers keep pictures of memorabilia like this? Maybe they're homesick. Maybe that's where they come from. Homesick, get serious, Mika. They're robots, you know. Let's analyze this a little closer. What city is related to all 3 of these pictures? Be Moscow. That's correct, it's Moscow. Moscow must be where they came from. That must be the basis of their programming. Christ. If we have Snatchers now, would they ever do that? Like, just you see like random pictures of Chairman Mao in their room? Might be right. Just as people have a hometown is dear to them, the creators may have put a hometown into their programming. They use very advanced artificial intelligence, not if it's from Russia, systems. So they may have needed something like that to maintain their emotional balance. Yeah, they were born out of nothing. But they needed to give them some kind of image as an emotional base. Chat, what is that AI program called again? It was like Deep Space or Deep Sea or something. I forget what it's called. It might be Deep Space. But if you do bring up Tiananmen Square, it just shuts down. It refuses to respond to you for a bit. It's funny. I don't know if it's still like that. But I loved messing with it like that. In the place they found Jamie and I skipped something by accident.
This homing instinct thing of theirs
Also,
is that they
Metal
set up their headquarters
just
in
sitting
some
there.
place that reminds them of home,
Adorable.
or their creator.
What part of this city is like Moscow?
Moscow's really cold, right? They get a lot of snow, don't they?
Snow?
No snow has been recorded in Neo.
Deep Seek is the thing. It was Deep Seek, yeah.
Wait, what about that pollen? That crystal bioengineered stuff, Snow 9?
Now that you mention it, wasn't it snowing on Jamie's video phone call?
That's right. Their hideout has to be somewhere close to the Ina River.
The Ina River flows for miles around here, Gillian.
Oh, it's Ina River.
We can never search it all in time.
Gillian, let's look at a map of
Censored your wishes to
investigated so
unkeep
far.
together the Soviet Union. Oh my god.
This is an enlarged view of the southwest portion of the city around the Ina River. This blue area is that in which Snow 9 is present. Now I'll superimpose a chart of the abandoned tube liner tunnels. From this we can establish those areas with Snow 9, which are accessible by subway tunnel.
I see, it's that little triangle,
Nice try, but it's still too large. We could never cover it in 3 hours.
isn't it?
Don't give up so fast, Gillian. What about that image of home thing we were talking about? Maybe there's some kind of geographic similarity.
Huh.
Maybe the same view can be seen or something.
I'll display a map of Moscow alongside.
What's this?
Look, the rivers are exactly the same shape.
Ah.
This is the Moscow River over here.
There's a red line going
Like
through
we're on
some
the
of
right
it.
Track, Metal. Show us the location that Jamie and I were
And Dead
picked
Kitty,
up
hope you're
from.
doing good.
All right, right here.
Metal, before the
Oh, what is the
catastrophe,
triangle?
who was at this location?
The headquarters for the entire Soviet Union, the Kremlin.
The Kremlin? That Snatcher said something about taking Jamie to their Kremlin.
Metal, what spot in Neo Kobe would match up with the location of Moscow's Kremlin?
Must be the triangle, right? I'm guessing it's triangle.
Calculating.
I am doing pretty good. Happy to have a new boom
This
arm.
is the spot.
It is in the triangle, heck yeah.
Occupied by an old church. It's rather large, but reports indicate it's been abandoned for nearly 20 years.
And it's right in the middle of the Snow 9 and subway area.
Very
That's
nice.
That's their headquarters. Their new Kremlin.
Gillian,
New
let's go.
Kremlin, it sounds weird.
Wait, Gillian.
Oh.
I want to go with you.
Damn desync.
Sorry, Mika.
Hey, I'm a junker too, you know.
I know.
Neo
you're pretty
Kremlin.
good at that.
So take me with you then.
You head to the summit to warn the delegates. They haven't given up, you know.
The summit's in Kyoto. I'm not going to be the only one to run.
You've got to convince them not to use nukes on Neo Kobe.
We found their hideout. There's no need now to sink the whole island.
Yes, but...
It's a tough job. Can you do it?
Okay, Gillian. I'll do what I can.
Thanks. Thank you, Mika.
Don't say it, okay?
Let's go, Gillian.
Gillian?
Yes? What's wrong?
How about dinner sometime?
Dinner?
Yeah, you know.
Gremlin sounds evil and good. It sounds like
Mika?
it's just you replace
Not
the
interested.
K with the genie, get Gremlin.
It'll be nice, you know, to kick back, relax. It's Christmas after all.
Christmas, huh? I'll be back by then.
Gillian, we have to hurry.
That's a promise, right? I heard you.
Yeah. Okay. But I gotta go to church first.
I'll see you soon then.
Okay, Metal. Let's go.
This is the last turbo cycle. It's green. Well, Gillian, we are heading into the bottom of the ninth. Alright, I'll save everything that's happened until now. There we go. We've boarded the turbo cycle. Where would you like to go? Of course, I know the answer to that question. Church.
I've input the map data on the Kremlin's locations. Lift off.
I like how they're just calling it the Kremlin.
Flight configuration. Now gaining altitude.
I need to play Soviet Strike soon.
Please be safe.
Gillian, please keep in mind that we're working with a strict time limit.
50-year debt in 3 hours. Snow!
Wow.
9 to be specific. We've entered the Snow 9 region. Please put on your breathing filter. Direct inhalation is dangerous.
All right.
Radio transmissions will also be impossible from this point on. Understood?
He's so worried,
Now descend.
understandably.
Conversion to hover configuration complete. Gillian, we've arrived.
It's literally just a Russian building. Wow, now I know why they call it their Kremlin. It's a very old church. It bears quite a resemblance to St. Basil's Cathedral. No doubt they thought the same thing. Appears to be snow, but it's actually Snow 9 to try to... Actually, Snow 9 tried to avoid inhaling... I cannot speak or read. Inhaling any of it directly. Area. It's surrounded by a large grove of tall cedar trees. This is likely to keep just about anybody away. Given the season, a few Christmas lights would really liven up the scene. No, I don't want to. There we go. The building is about 50 years old. It appears to be very well maintained. Right where Hell's March starts playing. Hell's March is so good. Where's the entrance? On the front side of the building. Okay. This is definitely Snow 9. The sensor scan reveals that the tube-liner tunnel passes directly underneath this area. That's no surprise. Looks like we've got the right place. Listen. Only sound is that of the wind. Acid rain seriously damaged many of the building's sculptures. Ugh. Hard to believe that much of it is present right here in the city. There is nothing in the area besides this church. Not showing anything out of the ordinary. Can we go inside?
Alright, now opening the door.
What's wrong? Won't open?
I've scanned it, and it's not locked. It is probably rusted into place.
Ugh.
Not surprising. After all, our friends always go in and out through the basement.
Let's push it together.
All right. 1, 2, 3.
That got it.
How strong is metal? He's a little robot. That's some music, alright. It's whiplash with my new headphones, chat. I can, like, feel every audio sound. It's weird with songs like this. It appeared to be some kind of a chapel for the Snatchers. You telling me those things pray to whom? No doubt their creator. That portrait on the wall is probably a representation of him. Who is this goober? Oh, it looks like Raiden. God damn it, Kojima! Stop copying and pasting characters in other parts of your media to other parts of your media. His name's Modnar, right? I think this is the Modnar guy they were talking about earlier. Obviously evil also. I know Modnar was also a character in 4 who actually gave Raiden his augmentations in artificial blood. Again, the white artificial blood was from Policenauts first. Person is no doubt their creators. The one they worship as their creator. This guy, isn't this random? It does look like random. One moment, I'll compare the picture with my data on random. Wait a minute. Wait a minute! Well, the facial bone structure of the individual in the portrait is nearly identical to that of random. Positive identification is impossible, as the picture is not a photograph. Random. R-E-N-D-O-M. Backwards, it's M-O-D-N-A-R. What the fuck is going on? Random's name backwards is Modnar, I just realized. What the hell? Called self-plagiarism. How bad is it? It actually is, depending on who you... how bad it is, actually. Depends on who you ask. Modnar, right? What the hell? Kojima, what the hell? This looks like too much of him to be a coincidence. And Hajil backwards. I don't know what that would be. I can't picture it in my head. Portrait. Oh, gotta look at everything before we investigate everything. It's the rules. These are chairs for worshippers in the chapel, no doubt. Everything is nice and orderly. It's as if the pre-collapsed Soviet Union has been recreated here. Castlevania noticed the Modnar thing and like, let's call Dracula's son Alucard. No, I don't think so, because Alucard did come before. He was actually in Castlevania 3. You could play as him. Well, he's an optional unlockable character, I think. But he was in an NES game first. It is very similar now that you bring that out. Maybe Kojima got the same idea. I'm not sure. Something written on the painting. The creator, Modnar. So this is Professor Modnar. The one the Snatchers was talking about, eh? Appears to be a portrait of that person. They are both Kojima or Konami games too, aren't they? Mostly Kojima games. Although I do think Kojima did work on a Castlevania game for PS3 or something. Alucard has been around for ages, probably back to the classic film Son of Dracula. Oh yeah, you're right, I forgot about that. Also, welcome in, Chili Vexen. Hope you're doing good. All very organized, almost inhumanely so. There's another room farther back. Us and the wind, that's all I can hear. Have they already left for the summit? Now moving to the back room. Those footsteps are ominous. There's no metal. Oh my Jesus. Snatchers. Look at them all. Not picking up any energy readings. They're all deactivated. Some kind of suspension mode. So this is their warehouse, eh? There must be a few hundred of them here. They continue all the way back. Still, this doesn't look like much of a factory to me. That's insane. Ugh. These are endostructures which have yet to have the artificial skin installed. The bone-sizing devices and skull slits are still set to the smallest sizes. That is gross that they could, like, shorpulate their face into whoever they want to. There are a bunch of panels for them to do so, but it's weird. I'm gonna say who was responsible for the Alucard name thing, but it'd be taken the wrong way, so he won't say it. So their victims haven't been chosen yet. They're all just waiting their turn. Seem to be a number of containers stacked up in the back of the room. None of these snatchers appear damaged. All they need is their energy packs. Gender units have yet to be installed, however. Snatchers are weird. Not see any tools or equipment for maintaining anything in the area. This room would appear to be just a storage area. Some kind of label here. 23rd Siberian Investigative Force. Jesus Christ. Are these like skins for them? They look exactly human, or would they be slightly uncanny to look at? I feel like they would be very human, simply because they do bleed. They make sure they bleed and sweat and everything. In Son of Dracula, Alucard was a blatant tongue-in-cheek pseudonym used by Dracula. Alucard is just Dracula backwards. Oh yeah, it is. Siberian Investigative Force. It would appear that these snatchers were brought into Neo Kobe from the Siberian neutral zone. Jesus Christ. Seems that the investigative forces have been responsible for shipping the snatchers. In other words, the investigative forces have been snatched. Just like when they found Jesus Christ. I see. So the Siberian investigative forces bring the snatchers out of Siberia and into storage here. I think you're right, Metal. Then the snatchers just wait here in storage to be reactivated and adjusted after their victims are selected. Rather efficient system. I wonder where the actual snatching takes place. The back part of this room may hold the answer to that question. I'll make Dino Woman OC or Lulu Elliot. Jesus, no. That does actually sound like another VTuber name too. That's hilarious. Whole room. Yeah, they are like Terminators, pretty much. They're preserved in excellent condition. It appears that they undergo regular maintenance. Continue back. You ready, Gillian? Now heading to the back room further back. Evil Lulu. Probably likes coffee instead. Well, I actually still like coffee, so I don't know if that makes sense. Ew! What is this? What is this? Oh, why is there two of me? Jesus Christ, hold on. I messed up. Uh-oh. 1 second, chat. There we go. It's not really, it's pretty vague, but I still see things. I still see stuff. Mechanism is operating. I hope they don't show anything. Direct sensor. Feeling there are snatchers with their artificial skin already installed here. Snatch process.
This is where they fuse the artificial skin onto the Snatcher's endostructure. First, they adjust the size of the still skinless Snatcher to the size of the individual who is to be snatched. The Snatcher's overall shape and size can be adjusted by expansion or contraction of sizing rods. Their sex is controlled by gender units, which are installed at this point. Then, the face is modified to match the intended victim by adjusting the size of the upper and lower jaw, cheekbones, temporal bones, and tooth alignment.
Just like Gibson said, that means there are limits to the size of the people that they can snatch.
That's right. The limits of the mechanism mean that they can't snatch children, the elderly, or people who are very tall or heavy. And this is where the artificial muscles attach.
Ew.
Is it organic?
No. It appears to be coated with a type of plastic gel capable of mechanical response. Like human muscles, it creates mechanical energy through chemical reactions. And this is where the artificial skin is attached.
Ugh.
In order to prevent the synthetic cells, developed using biotechnological protein design techniques, from rejecting the inorganic material below, they attach it gradually over a number of days.
And this is the stuff that gets cancer if they stay out in the sun too long.
Finally, they attach body and scalp hair. The process involves transplant of synthetic hair follicles as well, so the hair will grow back if it's lost.
What about scars or birthmarks?
It would appear that they make those adjustments at this point in the process, as they would for wrinkles to simulate age.
Ugh. Computer terminal is installed on each of the preservation cylinder. Snow9 got to me. Stupid sneezing. These cylinders are used to culture the Snatcher's artificial skin. Endostructures are submerged within them. It appears that the weak ultraviolet rays are being projected from above. Really advanced. Way beyond anything we saw at Queen's Hospital. The whole area is protected as a clean room. There's a door at the far end of the room. Power is on. Look at this, Gillian. The data of the people he snatched is all being neatly processed. Not registering any sounds. Terminals must be connected to the host computer, which monitors conditions inside of each of the cylinders. Door. Locked, but I should be able to open it from the side.
So this is where the whole thing begins. The endostructures arrive here from the Kremlin, then they convert them into copies of their victims, and finally, they head out into the city using the old subway system.
With artificial skin maintenance being handled at Queen's Hospital.
But who's behind all this?
Gillian, look at this. There are some finished snatchers over here.
Get a load of this. The U.S. President, the Prime Ministers of Japan, and the UK.
Lord. What the hell?
Gillian, you're in here too.
looking to snatch every VIP at the summit.
And the last junker, you. It definitely looks like they plan on moving out beyond Neo Kobe.
If they were to snatch every major world leader, they'd practically be able to control the planet. Still, that's odd. With their flawed skin, pulling something off like that would really be difficult.
Chin said they had found the key to developing a perfect artificial skin. Maybe they've already produced it.
No idea. But the number of snatchers here makes it clear that they're up to something new.
Gillian, this is definitely their nest. We should destroy it.
Not yet. Not until we found Jamie. Metal, how much time do we have left?
The summit should have begun by now. We don't have much time. And once our legal privileges are suspended, I won't be able to help. In fact, I'll be forced to restrain you.
I know. If the military wants to avoid nukes and goes for a surgical strike on this facility, what would they likely use?
Probably a phased particle beam from one of the attack satellites.
A phased particle beam, huh? That'll wipe this complex right off the map.
Everything, including the soil, will simply evaporate.
Yeah.
The attack will leave just a large crater.
Metal, can you convince them to give me another hour? Even 30 minutes will help.
Understood. I'll try my best.
And I'll try to find and rescue Jamie in that time.
I can't transmit here due to interference from Snow 9. I'll have to leave the area and then send the message.
All right. Do it, Metal.
Gillian, don't forget. 30 minutes. You must get out before then.
I understand.
Gillian, I'm sorry I couldn't help you better.
Don't worry about it. I'll be able to move faster by myself anyway. 30 minutes should be plenty. Go, Metal!
Yes, sir. Don't forget, 30 minutes!
"30 minutes? Oh, this is gonna be tight.
Ugh.
Room's the only place left to check. Let's take a look.
Okay, and I think now I can move this back. Like that. Oh, Christ. Jesus Christ, I'm busy here, you a-holes. Stupid. I can't shoot. God damn it. You assholes. Probably gonna have to load that again, and I'm probably gonna have to put this back. God damn it. Okay. There. There. I hate these things, chat. Ow! Stop that! Oh god, they're fast. Thank god we don't have to reload, though. Crap! Oh my god. I hate these things. Stop that! Crap. That one's gonna hit me, that one's gonna hit me. Oh my god, no. This is really annoying. Oh, thank god.
Whew. I wasn't ready for that. They almost got me. All right, let's open the next door.
Stupid bug robot things.
Doesn't look
The door is
like
very
there's
purple.
anything here. Whoa!
Not again. Oh, those are actual snatchers. Okay. These are easier somehow. Oh. That was messed up. Oh my god. The thing still hit me even though I shot it first. The first one, or the first time I got hit. Oh god, allergies. There.
Jeez, these guys are tough. Of course, I didn't exactly expect them to welcome me with open arms. Okay, let's try this next door.
Oh, crap. Okay.
Jamie, are you all right?
Gillian, you came for me.
Are you hurt?
No, they won't lay a finger on me.
Snatcher's like
Until the
gun game would be
artificial skin
cool.
is completed anyway.
Artificial skin
It's always...
research?
Yeah, it started really early for me.
Gillian, I've got my memory back. All of it.
What happened? Tell me, Jamie.
They said they'd kill him. They said they'd kill Harry. They forced me. I had to help them with the skin development. They said I had to help them because the professor was ill. Wasn't getting any better. Gillian, the engineer Harry, he's our son. He's been living on his own now for 50 years.
Jamie, I'm afraid that Harry's...
There was nothing I could do. They forced me. But I can't do it anymore.
Jamie!
The professor, he just died. He was over 100.
The professor? What? This old man?
Don't you remember? It's Professor Modner. Professor Petrovich Modner.
What? This old man is Modner?
He's been confined here for 3 years now, just to develop the Snatcher's artificial skin. Terrible. Doing that to your own father.
Whose father? Jamie, I don't have any idea what you're talking about.
You really can't remember, can you?
Jamie, tell me who I am. What were we doing at the Kremlin?
Are you sure you really want me to, Gillian?
I'm on a really hit tweet.
It's all so awful. If you must know, I'll tell you. Try to remain calm, okay?
Yeah, war dump.
6 years ago, you and I were involved in a top-secret Soviet project. It was still during the time of the Cold War. The gulf between East and West was as wide as ever. Everybody was worried about nukes. At that point, the world's armies were at their largest ever. Leaders still believed that a strong military meant a strong nation. There were rumors that there would be an agreement to end the production of nuclear weapons. On the other hand, the major powers like the US began to get involved in a space weapons race. But not the Soviets. The conservative despots in the Kremlin had another, completely different idea for gaining military superiority. A horrible plan, something no one else would think of. At that time, the countries of the communist bloc were facing an economic crisis. Popular movements pushing for democracy were springing up all over. Communism itself was facing extinction.
Good.
Facing pressure from the reformers, the Kremlin began to panic. And that's when that horrible, childish plan was launched.
And that was the Snatcher Project. Replace your enemy's leaders with puppets of your own. Then you control their governments, their economies, take over a country.
Well, they already kind of do that.
That's right, Gillian. And to develop these robots, they assembled some of the most brilliant scientific minds from around the world. Some of them were even brought in against their will. At the crux of that development effort was a group called the Frankenstein Project Team. You and I were members of that team, Gillian. It was a 4-person team led by the late Professor Modner here. The robotics expert was Professor Modner himself. His son, Elijah Modner, handled genetics and microbiology. For nanobiology and picobiology,
Pickle biology.
for behavioral science and psychology, you, Gillian. Early development was carried out at a lab in Novosibirsk.
I have a
but was
feeling
later moved to a secret facility under the Kremlin.
as yelled backwards as Elijah.
The Glasnost and Perestroika movements were gaining momentum, and they rightly feared for the existence of the program if it should become known. But some of the reformers did learn of the project, and they conspired with the US to block
Pickle
it.
tech.
Gillian, you were a CIA special agent sent by the United States to infiltrate
He's a
and sabotage
glowy.
the project.
I was CIA?
Yes, and the government knows that. That's why you were assigned to the Junker team.
What? Who am I?
So he's
The
heading
project
pickle
continued
science.
to go smoothly. But then, on June 6th, 1996, there was that accident. A mysterious explosion at the Chernobyl facility spread a bacterial weapon that was under development there into the atmosphere, destroying the country and the project. Gillian, was it you? Did you set off that explosion?
What? You can't be serious. You think I caused the catastrophe?
Hair was stuck in my headphones. I hate that.
Somehow, during the confusion, Professor Modner and our son Harry managed to get picked up by American agents. But we couldn't get out in time, you and I and Elijah. In a shelter below the Kremlin, we entered a cryogenic sleep.
Oh.
The plan was to sleep there until the toxic effects of the bacteria were safely
Billy,
passed.
did you cause the Stalker
And
series?
48 years later, 3 years ago, we were discovered by the 17th Special Investigative Force.
Yes, but when they found us, Elijah's pod was already empty.
I
Elijah
see.
That guy whose picture was in the church,
Lipanovsky,
the
hope
one
you're
that
doing
looks
good.
like random?
That's right, Elijah is alive! Elijah is here and working on the Snatchers.
Why don't you let me finish your little story?
That caught me off guard.
Who's there?
It's been a while, hasn't
Why does it sound like G-Man?
Ah, yes. And Gillian.
This is the same plot to Fallout 4 and The Synths. Well, I think there is actually a Snatcher reference in one of the Fallout games. I
Is that
think.
really you?
Random? No. Not
It's either
quite.
Snatcher or Police Knots.
So
There's a
you
reference to in one of the
remember my
Fallout
title?
games.
I am Elijah Modnar, the only
Oh,
son
okay.
of Professor Petrovich Modnar. I'm afraid I've grown somewhat old and feeble since we last met, however.
Ew.
Elijah, why are you doing this? Your father, Professor Modner, he passed away a few minutes ago.
What? My father? My father is dead?
Elijah, what happened to you? The Elijah I knew could never do anything like this.
I've changed, Jamie. These 40 years have changed me.
I can't believe it. What happened to you?
What happened to me? Jamie, do I actually have to explain it to you? Jamie, it's you. Your beauty is the cause of all that has come to pass here.
What the hell?
57 years ago, I was obsessed. With my research, yes. And with you, Jamie. At the time, I was still young, having just graduated with my genetic engineering degree. My father's connections got me on the team, and there, I met you. You were working as my father's assistant. Your beauty, your smile, I was stricken. I saw something
Rise and
in you
shine,
that I
Jamie.
never
Rise and
felt in
shine.
women of my
Not to
own
imply you
country.
were sleeping on the job.
You warmed my cold, young heart, Jamie. You opened me up, and I couldn't stop my feelings.
Elijah.
Oh, I was so happy. The political situation was crumbling around us, but every day was a joy. I gained my father's trust, and with you there watching over me, I was able to work as hard as I ever have on the project. However, my happiness did not last for long. Gillian, it was you. You showed up and all was ruined. You arrived and joined our project team. Far from home, Jamie found comfort in a man...
Moral of the story, unicorns and communists ruin everything.
All I could do was stand by and watch. Jamie and Gillian fell in love. were
Oh,
joined,
look at him.
and even had a child.
Harry.
Even then, my feelings for you only grew stronger. Worried about me, my father tried to have me removed from the
Heart and
project.
beta male.
I persisted. Jamie, I always
He does have a
wanted to
Soy
be
Jack
near you.
aura to him right there.
And then, the democratic movements that had consumed the rest of the Eastern Bloc spread to our country as well. The
This image looks
Cold
funny.
War was over. The hardliners who had pushed for its development were stripped of power and the project was cancelled. The reformers, trying to cover up the existence of such a crazed project, ordered that all materials related to it be destroyed, and that we stand trial for our actions. Jamie and Gillian were to be returned to their homeland. That's about the time that I learned that you, Gillian, that you were a CIA agent, and that you were trying to pass documents on our research to your military. The country had sold us out. I'm no politician. I couldn't care less about what happened to the country. All I cared about was my research and Jamie. And I was to lose all of that, everything. For someone so young, you cannot understand how great of a shock that
Moral of the
was.
story, just tell the girl how you feel or else you'll start a cult of robot skinwalkers.
I swore I would see
True
this
and real.
crazed project through to the end. At the time, the bioroids were 80% finished. The main part, their endostructure, was essentially completed. But we still were having trouble with the artificial skin, the area that Jamie and I were assigned to. We called it artificial skin, but there was of course no need to duplicate T lymphocytes, Langerhans cells, or endocrine cells. All we needed was keratinized cells and melanocytes to provide the pigment. With the artificial protein development techniques that we had in those days, full-scale synthetic cell development was very difficult. Research like this took months, years. The original project called for us to simultaneously snatch an entire country. In other words, a whole nation, or an entire city had to be snatched over the course of one night. For that reason, a powerful biological agent, which could quickly and effectively kill the population of the country, was being simultaneously developed.
Jesus Christ.
Lucifer Alpha.
That's right. A type RAO11 virus which another team was developing. For someone like myself, who was closely involved in the project, blowing up the lab was quite a simple task.
My God, Elijah, do you know what you're saying? That explosion killed half the world's population.
I moved all the materials and records essential to the Bioroid project into the shelter, and executed my plan on June 6th. After sealing off the lab, I brought the two of you with me to the underground shelter, and we entered a cryogenic sleep.
This guy's a...
But not before
I don't even know if I can say that word on YouTube. I know it's banned from Twitch.
satellite to transmit a wake signal when the danger from
The shrimp word.
Alpha had passed.
And 10 years later, Lucifer Alpha naturally mutated into
Blew up a country for some random
Automatic revival system failed to work.
girl.
Oh no, it worked. Just as planned.
Killer virus and the rise of AI. Why does that sound familiar?
A little sooner than
God damn it, Kojima, every time.
But even though you sealed the lab with the explosion,
It did happen
you should have
relatively
been
close, too.
exposed. Why weren't you?
Oh, I was. But by that time, the vaccine L Angels had already been developed.
So everything went just as you planned it then.
Yes, up until that point. But my real struggle was yet to come. My original plan was to revive Jamie as well, and for the two of us to finish the development of the bioroids. You, Gillian, you were to stay asleep forever. But I just couldn't bring myself to do it. Not after looking at Jamie's peaceful face there in the pod. Besides, I could never have convinced her to work with
Music
me
sounds
on
similar to one of the
Project
Metroid songs.
I knew the time was not yet right, so I changed the timers of your pods to permanent on.
How? How could you do such a thing?
All this,
And
all
so
part of his
for the next
Keikaku.
40 years, I worked alone in that cold and lonely room under the Kremlin, trying to complete the artificial skin for the Snatchers. For days and days, no one would visit me. I never saw the sun or felt the changing of the seasons. Still, I always had Jamie by my side. You were always there for me to talk to. Just you and I for 40 years in that dark cellar.
Oh, you poor, poor man.
And then, 3 years ago, my research was finally completed. First, I snatched the Siberian Special Investigative Forces to establish a transport route for the Snatchers. And then, to test the effect of large-scale snatch operations, I chose Neokobe City to be my experimental sample. Neokobe is cut off from the surrounding areas, a sort of miniature country in itself, making it a perfect test site. And since it's a melting pot of various races, it would also allow me to gather extensive data on Snatcher modification and operational techniques. In addition, the element of suspicion or mistrust, which runs deep in Japanese culture, was another.
Did he even
reason I
develop a
chose this
gamer
site.
word module for the
But you were
Snatchers
testing
chat?
out a critical flaw in your machine's artificial skin.
Yes, quite unexpected, I'm afraid. All my research for 40 years. I gathered data and worked day and night to find a solution, but...
This is our module.
So that's why you decided to bring Professor Modner here, right?
He can't use that
That's
module.
correct. I discovered my father in one of the government's hospitals. He was old, but still very sound of mind. Naturally, he would not cooperate with me.
Of course
That's evil.
not. He'd never become involved in something like that.
So, unable to receive his assistance, I decided that I had to have yours. But a mistake on my part allowed both you and Gillian to be taken into custody by the authorities first.
Just what are you trying to accomplish, Elijah? You must know you can never get Jamie back.
I'm only interested in discovering what I can of the human animal. In the past, it was because of Jamie. My motive is different now.
It sounds like you're just suffering from the wild arrogance that corrupts so many scientists.
Humans are such weak creatures. No matter how much they trust one another, the tiniest speck of suspicion can destroy it all. Look at how the Snatcher problem has caused such wild unrest. No matter how much science advances or how high we set our ideals, we eventually begin to suspect each other, to hate each other, and then to kill each other. The Snatchers are nothing more than a tool for bringing out this reaction. I am simply using the Snatchers to elicit the true nature of the human animal.
The hell?
I think this experiment has shown me the limits of human society. I sincerely doubt it will be able to reach any greater level of prosperity on its own. If human society ever hopes to reach greater heights, what is needed is an absolute leader, a firm ruler who isn't affected by these trivial episodes of mistrust.
You're crazy if you think people would ever obey Snatchers.
Of course they wouldn't. But if they don't know, they cannot object. There has been a time in every age that the people have longed for a god to lead them. As long as they give the people no reason to suspect them, then they can easily become their gods, indeed, a new race of super beings. We are almost there. Once we perfect the artificial skin, Snatchers will transcend man to become this planet's true human beings.
This guy's weird.
But you'll never get your perfect skin now. Professor Modner is dead.
I no longer have any use for my father. I have a sample of the new skin he developed. Once I've analyzed it, I'll be able to make as much as I need.
What if it's twice
Or if
as
need be,
susceptible?
We could simply culture the keratinized cells, epithelial cells, and melanocytes in the quantities that we need.
What are you talking about? How could you get a sample of perfected artificial skin?
Why don't you take a look at this? We found this
Oh my
in the
God.
rubble of Queen's Hospital.
Oh, Jesus Christ, what? What?
Random.
He's a Snatcher? YouTube didn't like your comment about lizard people. What? Why not?
He's a Snatcher?
God damn it, YouTube.
That term isn't exactly accurate. This bioroid was constructed by my father without my knowledge. He modeled it after me in my youth. He built it right here in this facility. And not only that, he programmed it to destroy Snatchers.
Oh, neat.
This bioroid caused me serious difficulties. It's designed and built far better than my Snatchers. The machine itself thought it was human. My father input memories for it all the way back to childhood. Those too were apparently mine. Haven't you yet
I
realized
see. Okay.
Random Hajil is Elijah Modner spelled backwards?
Yeah, I figured that out, Goober.
How like my father, silly old man. He did virtually overnight what I could not do in 40 years of effort. Furthermore, he makes a bioroid so perfect, even the bioroid itself believes itself to be real. What's more, the cells of the skin he developed are self-replicating. Once in place, no further transplants.
Clones a man without their
is
consent to be
necessary.
used against him.
Is he dead?
Its main and locomotive systems are completely shut down. It's just scrap now. But the artificial skin is being kept alive. This we need. With this, we can move to phase 2 of our plan of full-scale infiltration of the world's major nations.
The summit's already over. You'll never succeed.
What does the summit matter? Nothing holds us back now that we have this perfect skin. We can go anywhere we want, and there will be no way to tell us apart. I will have free control over the world. Nothing will be able to stop me. Politics and free thought will no longer have any meaning. My will alone will decide the course of human history.
You egomaniac. Do you think you can snatch the entire population?
There's a fully automated snatcher factory under the Kremlin. Even as we speak, scores of snatchers are being born.
But no matter how hard you try, you won't be able to snatch the people's heart and soul. What do you hope to gain from this anyway?
Jamie, the human race is composed of fools. But I'm different. I will be its savior. Indeed, not just of mankind, but of all life on the planet.
Just throw an EMP at him.
I'm afraid that won't be possible.
Metal!
The eyebrows. Oh my Jesus!
This church
No.
will be struck by a phased particle beam. I am guiding the beam from the attack satellite using GPS and 15 navigational satellites. The beam cannot miss. Everything in a 2 to 3 kilometer radius.
Why are you
will
strapped
be destroyed.
explosives?
Stop this foolishness now. I will not have my research destroyed by some souped-up pocket calculator.
Metal! What happened at the summit?
The delegates, worried about the Snatcher menace, voted unanimously to allow the use of nuclear weapons on the city. The military is presently imposing a quarantine on Neo-Kobe.
What? Do they intend to kill everybody?
The populace is in a state
My
of
God.
However, they have agreed to lift the quarantine if this church is struck by the phased particle beam. This is our last chance. I will handle things here. Gillian, Jamie, you two must flee.
You insignificant
I love
mess.
democracy.
You'll never...
One move and I detonate. Gillian,
Jesus Christ.
Crazy!
we can't let a single Snatcher get out of here.
Metal's
This
unhinged.
new artificial skin has to be destroyed as well.
I will not allow some talking scrap pile to get away with this. If you were the aiming point for the beam, then I'll just have you thrown out of here. Grab this little one and take him out of here.
Metal's the radical we all need. Oh, they're activating.
Metal!
Cowardly little robot.
You always were a real pain in the butt.
Oh, he's alive.
What's that?
What? How did... You're supposed to be deactivated.
I don't go down that easy, old man.
Stop this foolish...
Shut up! Let's try to make our final moments peaceful, shall we? And you Snatchers, you touch the little guy and the old man's head comes off. Random! I've always hated being used. Why don't you watch the final act with me?
Gillian, you only have 5 minutes. The turbo cycle is just outside on standby. Use that to flee.
Let me go. I'm Elijah Modner. I'm your original.
I don't care if I'm an original or a copy or what. You and
He's just Roy Batty, it's funny.
If we both die, there won't be a copy anymore now, will there?
The stupid logic of a simpleton, of a machine.
He really is a Reddit guy, isn't he?
Machines have no will. Machines cannot sacrifice themselves.
We'll see about that.
You have 4 minutes. You must go. And don't forget to take care of the factory under the Kremlin.
Stop!
Gillian, even if these memories in my head are fiction,
Yeah, I know what you mean. Our memories of our time together are all too real, Random.
Gillian, you become one hell of a junker.
Gillian, it has been most recreational being
Oh.
your partner.
Oh, metal.
If you can, try to pick up the pieces for me, okay?
Oh.
Like we did for little John.
Aw, man.
Oh. Okay, metal.
Hurry! You only have 3 minutes.
Thanks. Thanks, you two. Jamie, come on.
No! Don't let her go! No!
You pathetic old fool. You don't even know how to love someone.
You stupid machine! What is that idiotic grin?
All these memories will be lost like tears in a
By snitching
satellite
you,
particle
I'm
cannon's
finally
death
gonna get
beam.
my real self back.
Random, there's less than 1 minute to go. Thanks to you, everything will be fine.
You don't owe me any thanks. Sorry to get you involved in such a big job. You did great. You're a
Oh.
hell of a junker.
Oh.
3, 2, 1, here it comes!
Later, kid!
Those things terrify me.
Therefore, division has completed boarding. 7th Mechanized Infantry Team has completed boarding. 17th Special Engineering Squad report for boarding immediately.
DMD sync.
Going, aren't you?
It's our responsibility, too. Besides, if I go to Moscow, I may get some of my memory back. And if that happens, I'll be able to love you even more than I do now. Wait for me. I want to be with you, but first I've got to
Completely
discover
just sidelined
the
Mika.
factors. Jamie, when I get back, let's try living together again.
Poor Mika.
13th Special Operations Squad and all Junker personnel report immediately for departure.
We'll be waiting for you too.
Katrina! Mika! You're here too?
You better be happy, Buster, with all these beautiful women seeing you off.
I'm happy you came.
Cucked by a 100-year-old hag.
Introduce my wife.
Jamie.
Look at that expression of him. It looks like the Yadanaika meme.
Myself a second time though.
What do you mean? You've never met them before, have you?
What are you talking about, Gillian? We're good friends.
Huh? Since when?
It's the first time I've met her in person, but I've spoken with her on the video phone a lot of times.
What? Have you guys been talking about me behind my back?
Trying to learn more about you was what got our relationship started. I was telling Mika about how lonely it was being home all the time. And she told me what Jamie was always worried about. Jamie was always worried about me over the... can't read. Trying not to hiccup it. Oh god. So I gave her a video phone call. Really sorry for all the worry I've caused you. It is such a rough time. She lost almost everything practically overnight. she's done a really great job. I owe her a lot of thanks. Even Al's gone, I was really lonely. Katrina. Before I knew it, we became really close, didn't we? Our relationship has gone beyond just friends. Nice. Beyond just friends, it sounds pretty good to me. They're both so easy to talk to. Like I've got two real sisters now. Don't be stupid, Gillian. You know you have a warped mind sometimes, you know? Just like family to me now. Don't care if you get your memory back or not. Why? Getting your memory back will mean that you'll remember those things about me you hated. Things I hated. What are you talking about? Dealing with each other's imperfections is all part of being married is all about. Gillian. Don't worry, no memories will change how I feel about you. Oh, okay. Well, you're okay. I hope it's okay for Jamie to come live with me. I have no problem with that at all. We'll shorten my commute as well. I'll be killing two birds with one stone. Great, I'm so happy. Thank you. So nice to have somebody else living in the house with me. So tired of living alone. Maybe I'll ask Katrina if I can move in with her in the near future. It's almost as if I've got a new little sister. It's really wonderful. Katrina is such a cheerful and sweet kid.
So have they finalized what they're going to do about Junker operations? I suppose this will end up being our last mission, huh?
Well, originally they were planning on disbanding the team, but now they've decided to keep us in business.
So that means...
That's right. We've been designated as one of the government's special police divisions.
Nice.
Puts us above the regular cops.
So the government has decided that crime by machines poses a bigger threat than crime by humans from here on out, huh?
They've chosen the new chief, too. So when you get back, you'll get to meet the new head honcho.
Well, it's comforting to know I've got a place I can come back to.
Have a safe trip, Second Lieutenant Seed. I'm a second lieutenant as well, so let's try to work together when we get back. What? I'm a second lieutenant? How come my rank is even lower than I had in the army, huh?
When you get back, let's go to Alton Plaza, okay? Promise? When you get back from this job, you still have a dinner date to keep with me, you know.
Don't worry. I won't forget my promises to either of you. Oops, almost forgot. Of course, I want to spend some private moments with my wife, too, huh? What's wrong, Jamie?
Oh.
Harry and I will be waiting for you to get home.
That's Harry's hat.
We can do it this time, Gillian. Not some fake couple like before, but with love and trust.
I know, Jamie.
Take care, Gillian.
I'll see you, Jamie.
I got hat.
Wait for me.
Oh my god. Oh my god, he's alive.
Metal?
Yes, sir. We didn't have a good frame to work with, so this is just a
The exhaust pipes coming out of the goddamn SegaCD.
SegaCD for now.
So they found your memory chip in one piece, eh?
Random protected it from the
Oh.
rest of the beam.
Random, huh?
Random was good people.
Wait a sec.
Is that Napoleon?
I heard that sneeze somewhere before.
Really? I didn't hear anything. Anyway, I want to know if you'll take me with you. Please, Gillian, please take me with you.
Hurry up and get on board, partner.
Oh.
Sir, Gillian.
I'm happy he survived that. Now he's even better. probably would use a PS4 in real life. Use them to power military computer? Oh, my god. Do they actually? Is that why the stupid submarine had like a Logitech controller? Did they try to do that? Throughout history,
suspicion has always bred conflict. The real conflict, though, resides in people's hearts.
This voice is funny.
This conflict has just begun.
Is that it? Is the game over? It is. You think they would have made a sequel about actually going to... There's a Jungle himself. I wish they did make a sequel about him actually going to... Oh, this is a good song. About him going to... actual Russia. Must have felt out of place. It kind of did. It kind of... I thought I was the only one who thought that. It did feel a little weird. Yoshinori Sasaki, is that where they got Johnny's name from? Oh god! The harmonica. That's like one of my favorite instruments. And the saxophone, but... I play a lot of harmonica. Well, I used to. I have a chromatic one, but it's broken. I need a new one. The Holy Grail's the, Suzuki chromatic. I also have a tremolo Suzuki chromatic. I have a cheapo one, that's why it broke. The slider button broke. The chromatic allows you to bend the notes with the button. So I could play actually a lot of classical songs with it. And the tremolo harmonica is... It has double reeds with each hole. So it sounds like an accordion almost. And there's a tremolo... chromatic, which means it has the button and it sounds like the accordion effect. So it sounds very, very good with classical music. That's the Holy Grail. The Suzuki version of that, because they use laser-tuned reeds. Very, very impressive sound. I need to get a new chromatic. Lucy Childs. Why does that name sound so familiar? Lucy Childs. That's a pretty picture. Ray Van Steen. He is Steen. Sorry. I thought that said Kimberly Hareen. A lot of these names I have not heard of. What would be conflict in the sequel? I remember being a CIA agent. That, and I guess just invading Russia. Or attacking Russia. Ray Van Steen. Jim Parks. That sounds like a familiar name. Ray Van Steen did a lot of voices. So did Jim Parks. Oh god, the harmonica. I actually can't play a regular diatonic harmonica. Ray Van Steen played everyone. Lucy Childs. Poor Harry. He played literally everybody, look. Now, credited in Mugen. Huh. The ramen guy. You guys don't know the diatonic is just the bass harmonica you see people playing with jazz. I think it was this image. This is the only thing I don't remember much from this game when I played it. Like, I think it was high school when I last played this. My sister saw this image and she was like, what is this, Power Rangers? And it made me so mad. What the hell does this look like, Power Rangers? It still doesn't. She just said it to make me mad. Fucking troll. God damn it, I said the F word. That's a good image. Nickel on the sword. God damn it. Oh, we did it. This game was short, significantly shorter than Police Knots. I think Police Knots is my favorite Kojima game. That one was too good. It was way too. This one was really good. I liked how they explained literally every little bit for Police Knots. This one didn't explain as much. Explained a good bit. Like I feel like one technical aspect with them explaining everything. Police Knots is the supreme game for Kojima's brain. This one was really fun. I love this one. And I guess that is that, chat. A bit shorter of a stream. A bit shorter. Just a bit. Okay. And that's what the hell? What the hell? Hold on, chat. Oh god, it's so good to move so fast with my boomer. One second. Let me see what that is. I got a bunch of emails and I heard the dings. It sounded like throne. Oh Jesus. Oh god. Oh shit. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh god. Thank you so much. Oh god. This is what I. This is. Oh Jesus Christ. Suzuki. It's been. Does it say it's been fully funded? Shit. Oh god, thank you so much. Oh, I'm trying to keep it together. Thank you. I've wanted this for a long time. Oh my god, thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you. What the hell? Oh god, thank you. I wanted this for a very long time. A very, very long time. Oh god, thank you. Oh god. My brain is melting. Thank you so goddamn much. What the hell? Julie snatched Modnar's arm. Yes. True and real. Oh my god. Oh god, I'm trying to keep it together. I'm trying not to cry. Thank you so goddamn much. What the hell? I will definitely relearn how to play this and I will stream and play this for sure. This is shoot. My brain is absolutely melting. Thank you so much. This was one of the big things I've wanted for so many years. It's a Japanese laser reed tuned chromatic. It is gorgeous. It is one of the best of the best. Thank you so much. I'm trying to keep it together. Thank you. Thank you so much. Oh god. I think I brought it up with debut. I do play harmonic, or I used to. Until the dumb swan broke. The old one I had was a swan. It was like a $6 harmonica. But I don't know what to say. Thank you. I played harmonica a lot. I can't for the life of me use a diatonic because you have to manually bend the notes with your mouth. And it's just more for jazz, right? and blues, chromatic or buttons, and it's more for classical, which I actually can play a good bit of the Turkish march on these things, and I'll definitely do that for you guys too. I can definitely have harmonica streams for sure. Thank you so much. My brain is melting. Like I actually feel fuzzy in the head. Thank you so much. I'll definitely use its full capabilities one day, but I gotta relearn it, of course, because I haven't used the old chromatic in a while. Every now and then I'd pick it up, even with a broken reed, but this one I'll, the broken button, I guess, but this one I'll definitely relearn it, and I'm probably, once I get it, I'll probably actually practice the full Turkish march and hopefully get the entire song together one day. I'll also have to work out my audio settings even harder too. Make like a preset. But thank you. And with that, there's a few, I don't know, is there a few things I wanted to say about the game? Oh god! YouTube opened up. I opened my main browser to see the phone thing. Oh my god. I'm trying not to cry. But, I don't know what to say. Just, about the game. I feel like this one was more fun. It was more comedic, I want to say. Although, like, there was a few funny things in the, police knots, like I think it was, I don't know if it was the translation or if the actual game said it, because I know it wasn't, I think it was, Jonathan one time called someone the cigarette word. And that killed me. That absolutely killed me. I do miss, like, there used to be fan translations like that, like for like Gundam and stuff. They were funny. What do I want to say about Snatcher though? It is weird. It is weird that someone mentioned earlier, there was a like big evil death virus and then AI, and that did happen around, like, when did AI start? It didn't start, was it 2022 or 2023 when it really started? But a certain virus was ravaging the world like a bit for that. The world did have a big panic with that virus. Massive panic. And some people did get affected by it big time. I thought my mom would, but it actually didn't bug her. What it got her was actually pneumonia of all things. It's weird. Which is very weird because it's also another respiratory. I won't get into it, but yeah. Kojima always has these weird predictions, and I don't get why or how. Because a lot of things happen. I'm worried the space stuff happens too that way, but I don't know. I'm debating whether or not I should play Zone of the Enders soon, or if I should just focus a bit more on other games. Next week's schedule's gonna be a bit different, because we're wrapping up on Community Palm as well. Kojima can't keep getting away with it. I don't think Snatcher, or not Snatcher, Zone of the Enders will predict anything. Maybe Mars colonization, but that one's way too futuristic. But Zone of the Enders does have great concepts like the Urenbeck catapult. But we'll get into that when we get into that. Maybe next month. Because I do want to play those games. Be great to play the first again. I have the second on Steam, actually. I need to actually replay that with a VR. Because as much as I am with Fear of Heights, I do find it amazing that you could look down from the cockpit, just onto the ground, and see how far you are from that. Also, unfortunately with these games, the robots are called orbital frames, but their cockpits are literal cockpits. I don't know if Kojima meant to do that on purpose, but the cockpits are right between the legs of the robots. I don't know why, they're just like that. Even the robots that are female in shape are like that. I actually have a figure of, one of them. I gotta fix that. One of the parts broke on that. And I know how to fix it now, because my brain is better. It's like the peg broke inside the hole, and how you fix that is you very, very carefully place a small metal rod in the piece and where it broke off from, and you glue that together. Then that's how you repair pegs. Oh, let me see. A really cool figure. Let me see. Is there images? There's an image. One second. This is what I have from the second game. Let's see. I hope this works. Yeah. He's called Arjit. These are all poses from the game, which is cool. And she does form a cocoon for her special attack. She parses it up. She's like a floating cocoon. I love this character. Well, the character that pilots... Her pilot's great. She's absolutely gorgeous. I will be doing... Once I get to the game, I will be doing the little Easter egg you can get with her, just because it's funny. God bless you, Kojima. Absolutely gorgeous absolutely gorgeous pilot. Kojima definitely has a type. I'll show you what I mean. I'll just show you what she looks like. She's gorgeous. Kojima definitely has a type. Her name is Ken Marinaris. It just makes me really hungry for meatball marinaras. I think I'll have that for dinner. Heck yeah. Gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. Super pretty. Kojima is pretty base for this design. Noman is also a peak design. Don't judge me. But, yeah. I want to play that soon, because it'll be a burst of nostalgia. Love to revisit these games. Heck yeah, the second is on Steam, and you could play it, I believe, without VR. I believe. It is called Son of the Enders Mars. I believe the A is upside down to form a V and next to the R, so it looks like MVRS, because does have the VR capability. It's actually fantastic in VR. It's a little buggy, though, on Steam. So emulation's always a good option for these classic games. There was another... I think there was... You have a PS3, there's a PS3 HD collection. But I also heard problems with that as well. So emulation might be the best bet unless you have, like, the full hardware. Which I don't. I do and I don't. I have a PS2. But it's just like my PS1. I played it so much. The reader started scratching the discs. Which is sad to say. It is not the same with my PS3 and PS4. PSP, absolutely. I used the heck out of that. Had to replace the analog sticks twice. The little nubbies twice. Choking up here. Had to replace the analog sticks twice. And... I had two of them, right? But my old cat, her name was Cher. I miss her so much, but... She was so precious. So is Noelle. I can't really get mad at these kitties. It was the Darth Vader PSP. She shredded that thing. She jumped. She did like jumping. She knocked that on the ground and something hard fell on it and just crushed it. The screen, the reader, it's totaled. I still have it somewhere though. And the battery started bloating. I still have it. It's pretty much just the shell. I might have to find another PSP 2000 and just swap the shells out, and that should fix it. I do want to refurbish that thing. It's not worth replacing each part because they are mostly likely all just destroyed. That's the shell. The shell even has like internal cracking. It's weird. Like it's like fine. Like on the outside you can't feel any cracks, but you can see a little bit of internal cracking. I forgot what she dropped on it though. Doesn't matter. I miss her. I miss her. This little kitty over here, he broke my headphones, which is why I replaced them. I love these things. It's weird with these headphones. You could hear like, it happened a bit with the old headphones. The old headphones were HyperX Cloud Alpha S. I might fix those too because I do have another one of these that did break the same way. And I think that one has another working clip that I can replace on this one. I'll just give that to Sister Lou or something. Or I might keep them for something else, I don't know. They also have very usable replacement ear caps. Or ear cups, whatever you want to say. These ones are the Sony XM4s. I'm not saying the whole thing, I forget what it's called, but you could feel each individual note in your ear. It's weird. It's nice. It's like, you know how bass does it with some headphones where you can just feel it? It's like that with every single thing. And, they have noise canceling too, and it makes the sound even crisper, of course, and you just lay back and cut everything out, cut the world out, and just close your eyes and listen to music, and it's great. What else? I think I wanted to say about these. Oh yeah, you could cup your ear. There's like, if you put your hand on like the right cup and just press it on there, use this like touch technology or whatever you want to call it. Touch controls, there we go. If you hold it there, it'll turn off the noise canceling. Which is insane technology because it, like with Noel, if I suspect him of doing something dumb, I'll turn the noise canceling off that way and I'll see what he's up to. Or if I think there's a knock on the door or something. Neat. Also, there's a setting. I turned it off because I like to sing. Especially with like karaoke off stream. It's a mode where if you talk, it'll turn the noise canceling off, which is really cool for like outside, but I wouldn't want to take these outside. But if I sing, it'll think I'm talking, so it'll turn it off and it'll ruin what I'm doing. Yeah. I'm trying to stretch out the stream with a small Zatsu. You know, to fill the timeout, because I do feel bad I couldn't stream yesterday, so I do want to get the full VOD worth, I guess. Full stream time worth. I'm a little hungry though too, so after a stream I'm gonna get a... Gosh darn... I'm gonna make some... I'm probably a meatball sub. Sounds delicious to make. The ants seem to be dissipating ever since I nuked their little... The trash bag they were after. It was just like a regular bag, I guess like a tiny shopping bag, so what I did is I sprayed Windex in there, then tied it up with another bag to seal them all in there with the deadly noxious ammonium fumes. Now the others are straggling and they're all dissipating. They don't know where to go. They're confused as heck. It's so weird. I never get ants. Speaking of, one just landed on me. Or not landed, it just crawled on me. Uber. Dead. You're dead now. You're dead. You're committing war crimes. I used to violate the entire Geneva Convention with these little goobers. I'm not that bad anymore, but when I was little, I used to get an X-Acto knife and cut their antenna off. And they would just become retarded and stare up in the sky, waiting for their death. You cut their antennas off, they'll just start looking up in the sky. It's actually really depressing. I don't do that anymore, but I used to. I think I am a T-Rex, but... I know I don't think ants have feelings, but still it's depressing to look at. They just look up in the sky. They just stare directly up in the sky, asking God as to why this happened to them. I feel bad now for that. Then again, these things do bite hard. If a bee sting feels anything like an ant bite, I don't want that. Because those things hurt. You could punch me, you could throw me on the ground, you could cut me, like, ow. An ant bites me, I'll scream. I hate ant bites so much. Getting stung in the face by a bee is worse than an ant. Oh god. Okay. That sounds horrible. I wouldn't like that. Ant stings are I don't know if they sting you or bite you. People always debate on whether they sting or bite you. I know when they bite, they leave formic acids, but I don't know if they sting too. But either way, they're little a-holes. And I'm scared of fire ants. When I saw them, because normal ants people will go near or not worry about. With fire ants, I ran away from them as a kid. And everyone called me smart. And I don't know if it was like my instinct, just because I see them more red to avoid them. Depending on the type, they can do both. Ugh. These are just a little... I don't know if they're... Just, I guess, the little black worker ants that you normally see. They're looking around for something. They'll dissipate. I might just wipe them down anyways, just to get rid of them. I hate these little intruders. Again, they don't usually bug me. They don't bug me. My room's always clean. Well, the other day I did have, like, Takis in my room, but they didn't want them. You know what they wanted? Was my cat's scorched up hairball. That's what they wanted. Takis. A nice bag of delicious Takis. They didn't want. They see the hairball, they're like, oh my god, I'm eating good tonight. Disgusting. Disgusting. I was asleep, and my cat, like, scorched up a hairball, I guess. It's been raining. No, it hasn't. But it's been getting hotter. Like, the other week, it was like 100 already. Like, 106, I think. It might be the heat. But again, even with the heat, or the cold, or the rain, they don't bug me. They usually go for the kitchen, never my room. So it's weird these little guys are brave enough to enter. I don't even know where they're coming from. I blocked the first entryway where they were coming from. They don't want to go through that anymore. I don't know. They make me mad. They make me mad. 'Cause what they're after, I guess, is a dried up paper plate. Just the one I just ate off of. There's not really any moisture in the trash can or anything. They just, I guess, want the scraplets from the paper plate, which is weird. It was curry though, so I guess it's very nourishing for them. But I don't know. So you took a nap earlier, right? No ants. I wake up, ants. They're smart. I don't know how they know, but they know when I'm asleep. They always come when I'm asleep, never when I'm awake. I'll leave the room and come back. They won't be in there even if it's prolonged. But once I'm asleep, they start coming in. They know somehow. Weird goobers. But I think that is it. It's about time for me to end stream. Again. I have the affiliate code. It is pinned, or the affiliate link. It is pinned. If not, if you do want to visit the Dragon's Treasure website, use code Lulu Teala for 10% off. Or tell your friends. If they like to, just pass them the link or tell them the code. 10% off. The T-Man is great. He's pretty based. He's pretty cool. Thank you, T-Man, for the affiliate. I didn't think you would give me one, so thank you. Thank you. But yeah, it's an anime-themed tea shop. They have coffee and soaps as well. A good few of them look pretty nice. So yeah, thank you guys so much for stopping by, and again, thank you for the gifter of the Suzuki. I am going to use that every goddamn day. I'm happy I could reuse a passion. Ew, ow, oh, ugh, son of a bitch, one bit me. Little bastard, you little shit, you're dead now. You're dead. Okay, I'm gonna go now. Thank you always, everybody, for your continued support and love and care, and I hope I am entertaining for you guys. And I'll keep trying to improve and everything. Heck yeah. So, thank you always for stopping by. The T-Man took on Amalgamite recently on too. I don't know what that means. Let me... The T-Man... Oh, T-Man! I'm retarded. Because I saw like T... I thought you were talking like Mr. T or something. Oh, I see what you mean now. I see what you mean. Oh, that's really cool. I know they took Sawa, which is awesome. Sawa's pretty cool. The evilest VTuber there is Sawa. Kind of... She's, flavor, not flavor. Anyways. I don't know why that didn't register with me. Those words. But then it took me a second, I'm retarded. But thank you so much, everybody, for always supporting and stopping by. I appreciate it. I got so I get so many subscribers. Like when I sleep and wake up and I just see new subscribers. I appreciate that more than anything. Thank you so freaking much. You guys know anyone who likes the PS1 or retro games? I'd appreciate it if you showed them my way. Get off of my Mori cup, you filthy little ant. There we go. Dead. Likes do help. I'm trying not to be like the influencer being like, hey, remember to like, subscribe, and comment. Hit the bell. But likes do help. It does tell the algo who to recommend, I guess, but I appreciate when you guys do that, so thank you always. But thank you. Thank you Sims82, thank you Ida Oni, thank you Undead Kitty 13. Thank you Banovsky, thank you Ross Wright. Oh my god, I didn't even say hello to you. I'm so sorry, Ross Wright. I didn't even see that comment. I was so engrossed in the game. Please forgive me. I usually see that, and I apologize. Thank you, Hero of Logic. Thank you, Chili Vexen 04. Thank you, Nerdbane. I think that's everyone. I think that's everybody. Thank you, lurkers. Thank you, VOD watchers, and thank you, new subscribers. So good to see all those heckin' new subscribers. I'm almost at 500, which is gonna help me get to monetization. That's gonna be super cool. So yeah, might be the last time we play Community Palm as well on Saturday. So I'm gonna have to come up with a whole new schedule of games. So that being said, thank you so much always, and until next time, take care, stay safe, and Otsu Nuggies.